Welcome back to Exploring American Religion. Today we're diving into a treasure trove of knowledge, the Encyclopedia of American Religious History. If you're serious about understanding American religion, this is a video you can't miss. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by the sheer diversity of American religion? Wanted to learn about a specific aspect but didn't know where to start? The Encyclopedia of American Religious History is your ultimate key. This book isn't just an ordinary encyclopedia. It's a comprehensive journey of discovery, from the oldest beliefs to modern movements, from historical figures to pivotal events. Everything you need to know about American religious history is within this monumental book. In this summary video, I'll help you cut to the chase, extracting the most important information from the Encyclopedia of American Religious History, saving you time while still grasping the core knowledge. Ready to explore the world of American religion in an easy and engaging way? Hit like on this video. Subscribe to Exploring American Religion for more fascinating content. And don't forget to leave a comment sharing your thoughts. Now let's open the door to the Encyclopedia of American Religious History together. Unlike conventional history books, the Encyclopedia of American Religious History is an encyclopedia, a giant collection of knowledge, including thousands of entries covering every aspect of religion in America, from movements, sects, events, figures, to related concepts, terms, and topics. This is not just a book to read from cover to cover, but an extremely useful research, study, and research tool, helping us easily access accurate and in-depth information on any religious topic in the United States that we are interested in. To help you better visualize the scale and content of this encyclopedia, today's video will be structured according to a thematic approach, based on the main areas that the Encyclopedia of American Religious History covers. So how is this encyclopedia organized? The Encyclopedia of American Religious History is not divided into traditional sections and chapters, but is organized by alphabetical entries. However, for the sake of systematic analysis and presentation, we can group the entries into thematic categories, reflecting the major areas of focus of the encyclopedia. In this video, we will analyze the book based on the following 6 major themes. The 6 major themes of the Encyclopedia of American Religious History. Denominations and religious groups. This topic includes entries on the history, beliefs, organization, and development of hundreds of different denominations and religious groups in the United States. From major Christian denominations such as Baptist, Methodist, Presbyterian, Catholic, Anglican, Eastern Orthodox, to Judaism, Islam, Buddhism, Hinduism, indigenous religions, and new religions. Historical periods and events. This topic includes entries on important historical periods that shaped American religion, such as the colonial period, the American Revolution, the Great Awakening, the Civil War, the Industrial Age, the Civil Rights Movement, the modern and postmodern periods, as well as specific historical events that had a major impact on religion, such as the Scopes Trial, the Parliament of the World's Religions, religious crises and revivals. Key figures and leaders. This topic includes entries on the biographies and roles of important figures in American religious history, from religious leaders such as Jonathan Edwards, Martin Luther King, Jr., Billy Graham, Dorothy Day, to thinkers, theologians, social activists, and other influential figures. Social and cultural issues. This topic includes entries on the relationship between religion and social and cultural issues in the United States, such as religion and politics, religion and economics, religion and education, religion and the arts, religion and science, religion and race, religion and gender, religion and immigration, religion and secularism. Theological and philosophical concepts. This topic includes entries on important theological and philosophical concepts, terms and schools of thought in American religion, such as Calvinism, liberal theology, liberation theology, fundamentalism, evangelicalism, modernism, postmodernism, religious pluralism, and separation of church and state. Regional and local religion. This topic includes entries on religious differences and diversity among different regions and localities in the United States, such as religion in New England, the South, the Midwest, the West, and major cities, as well as specific religious communities in different regions. In this video, we will explore each major topic in depth, synthesizing and analyzing the most important entries in the Encyclopedia of American Religious History belonging to each topic. Together, we will see the big picture and details of American religious history through the lens of this prestigious encyclopedia. Let's start this endless journey of knowledge discovery. Theme 1: Denominations and Religious Groups. The first theme we'll explore, and perhaps the heart of the Encyclopedia of American Religious History, is denominations and religious groups. As I mentioned in the opening, this encyclopedia is truly a detailed map of the incredible religious diversity of the United States. Imagine standing in a vibrant religious garden, filled with hundreds of different flowers, each with its own beauty, fragrance, and story. This theme will help us explore each flower in that garden, understanding their origins, characteristics, and development. The Encyclopedia of American Religious History dedicates a vast space to presenting the history, beliefs, and organization of hundreds of denominations and religious groups that have existed and currently exist in the United States. From major Christian denominations like Baptist, Methodist, Presbyterian, Catholic, Anglican, Eastern Orthodox, to Judaism, Islam, Buddhism, Hinduism, Native American religions, and even emerging new religions, all are analyzed meticulously and profoundly. For example, when you search for the entry Baptist, you won't just find a general article, but a series of detailed entries on various Baptist branches: American Baptist Churches USA, Southern Baptist Convention, National Baptist Convention, and many smaller branches. Each entry delves into the history of formation, core doctrines, organizational structure, distinctive rituals, and the role of that Baptist branch in American society. You'll understand why Baptist became one of the largest Protestant denominations in the United States, the values and principles they uphold, such as believers' baptism by immersion, local church autonomy, religious freedom, and their contributions to American culture and society. Similarly, when you search for Methodist, you'll discover the diversity within the Methodist movement, with branches like United Methodist Church, African Methodist Episcopal Church, Christian Methodist Episcopal Church, each branch carrying its own history and identity. You'll understand the influence of John Wesley, the founder of Methodism, the role of Methodists in the Second Great Awakening, Methodist social gospel, and their efforts in addressing social issues, and the contemporary challenges Methodists face. Not only does it focus on Christian denominations, but the Encyclopedia of American Religious History also pays special attention to minority, but incredibly important religions in the American religious landscape. For example, when you explore Judaism, you'll be introduced to different branches of Judaism: Orthodox, Conservative, Reform, Reconstructionist, the history of Judaism in America from the colonial era to the present, Jewish immigration, Jewish organizations, and the role of Judaism in social and political issues such as the Zionist movement, U.S.-Israel relations. You'll understand the richness and diversity of American Judaism and the immense contributions of the Jewish community to American culture and society. Or when you search for Islam, you'll discover the remarkable development of Islam in America, from early enslaved Muslim communities to modern waves of Muslim immigration. You'll learn about Islamic organizations, mosques, and the issues that American Muslims face, such as Islamophobia, discrimination. This encyclopedia will help you better understand Islam, a religion that is becoming increasingly important in the United States, and dispel misconceptions about Islam. Similarly, you can find detailed and insightful entries on Buddhism, Hinduism, Native American religions, new religious movements, and many other religious groups. Each entry is written by leading experts based on serious scientific research and updated with the latest information. The theme denominations and religious groups in the Encyclopedia of American Religious History is truly an invaluable handbook for you to explore and deeply understand the rich religious diversity of the United States. This is an important foundation for us to continue exploring other themes in this encyclopedia. Theme 2: Historical Periods and Events. The second theme we'll delve into is historical periods and events. The Encyclopedia of American Religious History doesn't just list denominations, it places them in the flow of history, helping us understand the transformation of American religion over time. This theme is like a historical film, recreating important milestones and major turning points that have shaped the American religious landscape we see today. The encyclopedia includes detailed entries on important historical periods, from the colonial period, American Revolution, Early Republic, Civil War, Industrial Era, to the modern and postmodern eras. Each period is analyzed deeply in terms of its political, economic, social, and cultural context, and the impact of these factors on religion. For example, when you search for the entry colonial period, you'll be taken back to early America, with the first English colonies. You'll discover the religious diversity from the very beginning, with Puritan New England, the pluralistic Middle Colonies, and Anglican South. You'll understand the role of religion in the colonization process, the formation of American identity, and early religious conflicts. The entries in this theme will help you clearly understand the diverse religious foundations of the United States and the connection between religion and nation building. Next, when you explore the Revolutionary Era, you'll witness a major shift in the relationship between religion and politics. You'll see the role of clergy and laity in the independence movement, the influence of Enlightenment ideas on religious freedom, and the birth of the principle of separation of church and state. These entries will highlight the complex relationship between religion and politics in the founding era, and the precious legacy of religious freedom that the American Revolution left to this day. When you explore the Civil War era, you'll witness deep divisions in American society, and religion was not spared from that division. You'll understand the role of religion in the Civil War, religious divisions over slavery, religious support for both sides, and the role of religion in post-war Reconstruction. These entries will help you see the power and danger of religion in causing division and conflict, but also recognize the potential role of religion in reconciliation and reunion. And when you arrive at the Industrial Era, you'll witness major changes in American society due to rapid industrialization and urbanization. You'll learn about the social gospel, fundamentalism, Catholic and Jewish immigration, and changes in mainline Protestantism. These entries will show the adaptation and response of religion to the challenges of modern society and religious polarization during this period. Finally, when you explore the modern era, you'll be brought to the complex and diverse religious landscape of contemporary America. You'll learn about evangelicalism and the new right, new religions, secularism, religious pluralism, and contemporary issues such as religious terrorism, debates on bioethics, The role of religion in global politics. These entries will help you better understand the current religious situation in America and big questions about the future of religion in the postmodern world. In addition to major historical periods, the Encyclopedia of American Religious History also includes entries on specific historical events, such as the Great Awakenings, Scopes Trial, World's Parliament of Religions, Civil Rights Movement, September 11 attacks, and many other events. Each event is analyzed in detail in terms of its causes, developments, and impact on American religion. The theme Historical Periods and Events in the Encyclopedia of American Religious History provides us with a panoramic view of American religious history, helping us understand the continuous development and major transformations of religion over time. This is a solid foundation for us to continue exploring deeper and more detailed themes. Theme 3. Key Figures and Leaders. Now we'll move on to the third theme. Key Figures and Leaders. The Encyclopedia of American Religious History isn't just a book about religious movements and events. It's also a portrait gallery of the people who made American religious history. This theme will help us meet and get acquainted with great figures, brilliant thinkers, and talented leaders who have had a profound impact on religion and society in the United States. The encyclopedia provides detailed, insightful, and engaging biographies of hundreds of key figures in American religious history. From famous religious leaders like Jonathan Edwards, George Whitefield, Martin Luther King Jr., Billy Graham, Dorothy Day, to thinkers, theologians, social activists, writers, artists, and other influential figures, all are presented vividly and authentically. For example, when you search for the entry Jonathan Edwards, you'll be introduced to America's greatest Puritan theologian. You'll discover his life, career, and thought, his role in the First Great Awakening, the Calvinist theology he espoused, and the classic works he left behind, such as Sinners in the Hands of an Angry God. You'll understand Edwards' immense influence on American theology and culture, and the spiritual legacy he left for posterity. Similarly, when you explore Martin Luther King Jr., you'll meet the great leader of the civil rights movement. You'll discover his life, career, and ideals, his role in the Black church, the philosophy of nonviolence he followed, and the message of justice and peace he conveyed. The entries on Martin Luther King Jr. will help you understand the civil rights movement more deeply, the role of religion in the struggle for social justice, and Martin Luther King Jr.'s lasting legacy for America and the world. Or when you search for Dorothy Day, you'll be introduced to the radical Catholic social activist, the founder of the Catholic worker movement. You'll discover her life, ideals, and actions, her powerful voice for the poor and social justice, and the Catholic worker movement she initiated. The entries on Dorothy Day will help you better understand social Catholicism, the role of religion in addressing social problems, and Dorothy Day's living example of charity and commitment. This encyclopedia also includes hundreds of other key figures, such as George Whitefield, Billy Graham, Roger Williams, William Penn, Joseph Smith, Mary Baker Eddy, Reinhold Niebuhr, Paul Tillich, Gustavo Gutierrez, Elaine Pagels, Karen Armstrong, and many more. Each entry is carefully and meticulously written, based on rich source material, and deeply analyzes the contributions and legacies of each figure. The theme Key Figures and Leaders in the Encyclopedia of American Religious History helps us humanize religious history. See the role of specific individuals in shaping and changing American religion. This is an engaging and vivid approach for us to better understand religious history and find valuable sources of inspiration and lessons from those who came before us. Theme 4. Social and Cultural Issues. The next theme we'll explore is social and cultural issues. The Encyclopedia of American Religious History is not limited to the internal history of religion, but also expands its scope to explore the complex interplay between religion and American society and culture. This theme will help us understand the diverse and multifaceted roles of religion in human life and society. The encyclopedia includes rich entries on the relationship between religion and various social and cultural spheres. For example, you can learn about religion and politics to understand the complex and sometimes tense relationship between religion and politics in America, from the principle of separation of church and state to the role of religion in political movements and elections, lobbying by religious groups, and debates about moral values in politics. These entries will help you better understand the political role of religion and the challenges and opportunities that religion brings to American democracy. Similarly, you can explore religion and economics to understand the connection between religion and economics, the Protestant work ethic, the prosperity gospel, the role of religious organizations in charity and economic development, and debates about economic justice and inequality. These entries will help you better understand the economic aspect of religion and the role of religion in shaping the economic system and economic values of America. Or when you explore religion and education, you'll discover the important role of religion in the history of American education, from religiously founded colleges and universities like Harvard, Yale, Princeton, to religious private schools, debates about prayer and Bible reading in public schools, and the religious homeschooling movement. These entries will help you better understand the long-standing relationship between religion and education, and contemporary controversies about the role of religion in education. Besides, the Encyclopedia of American Religious History also includes entries on religion and art, religion and science, religion and race, religion and gender, religion and immigration, religion and secularism, and many other social and cultural issues. Each entry deeply analyzes the interplay between religion and that sphere, mutual influences, and related debates and challenges. The theme social and cultural issues in the Encyclopedia of American Religious History shows that religion is not an isolated island, but interacts and blends with every aspect of human life and society. This is a multidimensional and comprehensive approach for us to better understand the diverse and complex roles of religion in American culture and society. Theme 5: Theological and Philosophical Concepts. Next, we'll explore the theme Theological and Philosophical Concepts. To truly understand American religious history deeply, we cannot ignore the intellectual and philosophical foundations that have shaped religious beliefs and practices. The Encyclopedia of American Religious History will be an excellent guide, helping us decode concepts and terms that may seem complex, but are incredibly important to understanding religion. This encyclopedia provides detailed and accessible entries on important theological and philosophical concepts, terms, and schools of thought in American religion. For example, you can learn about Calvinism to understand the influential theological system that shaped Puritanism, Presbyterianism, and Baptists. You'll be explained about the core concepts of Calvinism, such as predestination, unconditional election, and the sovereignty of God. These entries will help you grasp the theological foundation of many important Protestant denominations in America. Similarly, you can explore Arminianism to understand the theology opposed to Calvinism, emphasizing human free will, universal grace, and the possibility of salvation for all. You'll understand the influence of Arminianism on Methodism and revival movements, and the fundamental differences between Calvinism and Arminianism. Or when you explore liberal theology, You'll be introduced to the modern school of theology that attempts to reconcile faith with science and reason. You'll discover the main characteristics of liberal theology, such as emphasizing the ethical and social aspects of the gospel, reinterpreting the Bible in a symbolic and metaphorical way, and the influence of liberal theology on mainline Protestant denominations. This encyclopedia also includes entries on fundamentalism, evangelicalism, Pentecostalism, social gospel, liberation theology, black theology, feminist theology, religious pluralism, secularism, separation of church and state, religious freedom, spirituality. Each entry is explained clearly and accessibly, helping you grasp complex ideas easily. The theme Theological and Philosophical Concepts in the Encyclopedia of American Religious History provides us with a powerful toolkit for thinking, helping us analyze religious movements, events, and figures more deeply. This is an important theoretical foundation for us to better understand the nature and meaning of religion in American history and society. Theme 6. Regional and Local Religion. The final theme we'll explore in today's video is regional and local religion. The Encyclopedia of American Religious History doesn't just view religion at the national level, but also emphasizes the religious diversity and differences between regions and localities. This theme will help us dig deep into the ground, exploring the distinct religious characteristics of each region, the influence of local history, culture, and population on religion, and the existence of unique religious communities in different regions across the United States. The encyclopedia includes detailed entries on religion in major geographic regions, such as religion in New England, religion in the South, religion in the Midwest, religion in the West, religion in urban America. Each entry analyzes the distinct religious characteristics of that region, the history of religious development, prominent denominations and religious groups, and distinctive religious issues. For example, when you search for the entry religion in the South, you'll be introduced to the famous Bible Belt, the dominance of evangelicalism and Baptists in the South, the role of religion in Southern culture, and the religious differences between the white South and the black South. You'll understand why the South became a stronghold of conservative Protestantism, the influence of religion on Southern politics and society, and the unique religious cultural characteristics of this region. Similarly, when you explore religion in the West, you'll witness the high religious diversity of this region, the blend of Eastern and Western religions, the development of new religions, and the influence of frontier culture and individualistic spirit on religion. You'll understand why the West became a fertile ground for new religions, the religious openness and tolerance in the West, and the unique religious characteristics of this region. Or when you explore religion in urban America, you'll discover the extreme religious diversity in major cities, the concentration of immigrant religious communities, the role of churches and synagogues in urban life, and the challenges and opportunities of religion in the urban environment. You'll understand why major cities became hotspots of religious diversity, the role of religion in helping immigrants, and the issues and opportunities that religion faces in an urbanized world. In addition to religion in major geographic regions, the Encyclopedia of American Religious History also includes entries on special religious communities in different regions, such as Amish and Mennonites, Hispanic Catholicism, African American Islam, Native American religious revivals, and many other unique religious communities. Each entry deeply explores the history, culture, and beliefs of that community, its connection to the local region, and their contributions to American religious diversity. The theme Regional and Local Religion in the Encyclopedia of American Religious History helps us transcend the nationalized view of religion, recognize the diversity and richness of religion at the local level, and better understand how religion is shaped by specific geographical, historical, and cultural contexts. This is an interesting and important theme for us to complete the panoramic picture of American religious history. Dear viewers, we have just embarked on an incredibly fascinating and rewarding journey, delving into the 6 major themes of the Encyclopedia of American Religious History, from denominations and religious groups to historical periods and events, key figures and leaders, social and cultural issues, theological and philosophical concepts, and regional and local religion. We have together peeled back layers of knowledge, decoded historical mysteries, and deepened our understanding of the diversity, richness, and important role of religion in American history and society. I hope that this detailed analysis video has helped you gain a more comprehensive and in-depth overview of the Encyclopedia of American Religious History, and recognize its immense value as an invaluable reference resource for anyone wanting to learn about American religion. This encyclopedia not only provides detailed, accurate, and in-depth information, but also opens a vast door of knowledge, sparking our curiosity and interest in religious history. If you found this video helpful and want to continue exploring other fascinating topics about American religion, please don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends and family, and especially subscribe to our channel Exploring American Religion. This will be a huge motivation for us to continue bringing you more quality and engaging content. And don't hesitate to leave a comment below the video, sharing your thoughts, feelings, and questions about the Encyclopedia of American Religious History, as well as today's video. We are always eager to listen and interact with you, creating a community that loves and is passionate about exploring American religion. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this special video. Wishing you always have moments of fascinating and rewarding knowledge exploration with the Exploring American Religion channel. See you in the next videos.